Yo, what is going on, everybody? We're going to be reading about Blade today, one of the GOATs. We all know and love Blade. I've never heard a single person say something bad about Blade, so let's go ahead and get into it. Over 70 years ago, Blade's mother was fatally bitten by vampire Deacon Frost while giving birth, transforming the infant into a half-vampire. Friends of Blade's mother raised him. When he was 9, he helped horn player Jamal Afari fend off a trio of vampires, and the jazz trumpeter agreed to tutor Blade in both music and the hunting of vampires. In his youth, Blade ran a street gang called the Blood Shadows. After the vampire Lamaya transformed his girlfriend, Glory, into a vampire, he gave up gang life and returned to vampire hunting. When Dracula turned Afari into a vampire too, Blade assembled a team of hunters to track the vampire lord to China. After losing his first team, Blade partnered with Dracula's old foe Quincy Harker as well as Rachel Van Helsing and Frank Drake to renew the pursuit. When Blade's path crossed Deacon Frost's, he went after his mother's killer. During this time, he met and partnered with Hannibal King, a detective whom Frost had turned into a vampire. Together with King, Drake, and Doctor Strange, Blade helped unleash the Montasy Formula, a spell that destroyed all the vampires on Earth. His quest ended, Blade opened a detective agency with Drake and King named Borderline Investigations, and they battled occult threats such as Night Stalkers. When Dracula returned to beat Blade, Blade's fury caused him to have a breakdown, and he was placed into a mental institution until Doctor Strange could help him. Freed, Blade was tricked into using a page from the mystical book Darkhold to give himself supernatural powers as Switchblade. Another page from the Forbidden Book returned him to normal. While working with Spider-Man, Blade was bitten by his sometime ally Morbius. Blade's immunity to vampires didn't apply to Morbius' unique condition. Blade gained the powers of a vampire, but without their weakness to sunlight, causing him to be known as Daywalker. Perhaps surprisingly, Blade had worked successfully with the Allies on several occasions. He was on the registration side in the Civil War and worked with S.H.I.E.L.D., then later teamed up with Spitfire and MI-13 in the UK during the Secret Invasion. He fought alongside the X-Men against Dracula's son Zaris and later joined the so-called Mighty Avengers to fight Thanos. His association with the Avengers continued as he joined the main roster to fight threats such as Dracula, the Phoenix Force, and the dark alien god Null. When Dracula set up his own unapproved vampire nation in the Chernobyl exclusion zone, Blade volunteered to be its sheriff so that he could keep an eye on his most ancient foe and impose law and order over vampire kind. He also took a little time out to help train his daughter Brielle after she discovered the powers she inherited from him. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why my camera keeps doing this little tilt thing whenever it's recording me. I have no idea, but obviously we're gonna give this a 5. Okay, and then it just switches back. We're gonna give Blade a 5 out of 5. If there's any other like specific things that you guys know about Blade that I did not read today, please let me know, because obviously we all know Blade is a GOAT. I need to go back and rewatch his movie, but 5 out of 5s, we all knew that was coming. So let me know what you guys think about Blade.